Hi YouTube, this is a really quick tutorial on how to remove the rear tail cowling or fairing on the Triumph Daytona 675. This is a 2006 model, so you have some of them registered up to 2009. This is really easy to do. All you'll be needing is a 5mm hex piece and your bike's key. Alright, first things first, undo your rider's seat by popping it up with your key and moving that out of the way. Next thing is on your pillion seat, if you haven't removed it before, this is a bit daft compared to your normal bike. You have to use a 5mm hex to undo it. It's just underneath this lip here, in there. I don't know if you can see that. So all you'll be needing is that one there. Take that off. And pull them out. Remember to put all your bolts in a safe place. I just use my little screwdriver set there, so I've put my first bolt in there. Next, slide it forward and lift it off, and your tail unit is now exposed. It's really simple. You have 4 silver bolts, 1, 2, 3 and 4. They're all 5mm hex, so one, 2, 3 and 4. Before I take this off, I'm going to give you a word of warning. This little cable here is for your tail lights. You'll find on a lot of bikes quite often it's really jammed all the way down here, so make sure that you loosen that off before you do anything pulling the fairing off. Next, you want to take these 4 bolts out and place them all in your safe place. If you've just got a small pot, that would be great. Try not to put them in your pockets, because I've often put bolts in my pocket and somehow they have disappeared, so I'll keep them all in that place now. Right, so making sure that that is definitely loose, you'll see that your rear cowling is now movable. On the side pieces just here, you'll feel the corner of it underneath, just down here, and all you do to take it off is actually pull that corner out like that on both sides, and there you go, you'll be able to take the cowling off. If you're taking this off to replace your rear lights, all you have, wait for it to focus, all you have is these 2 bolts here. I'll double check what size they are for you. I reckon they'll be 10mm. Yeah. So you have, if you're taking your rear light off, you've got them 2 bolts there, which are 10mm bolts. If you're doing anything else, then good luck. To put it back on is the exact reverse of taking it off. When you put it back on and you pull these sides out, make sure you have pulled them out far enough to make sure they don't pull on your frame. If they catch on your frame, then you'll end up scratching your fairing, and that's not good news. So there you are, back on your 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3 and 4. If you need to take your tail completely off, then you can unplug this one here. All it is just a little push fitting. You push one side in, which I believe is that side there. You push that side in, and then they just pop apart. I can't show you because I've got LEDs plugged into there now, so I'm pretty sure that's simple enough to do though. And then just tighten up your 4 bolts. I never do these up too tight. I have found that, well, first of all, it's pretty obvious. The paint on them cracks around the bolts. I've got a set of stainless steel screen bolts on the front of it, and they didn't come with plastic washers, and they've actually taken the paint clean off it. I find that even though these bolts have a flange and everything on them, they do exactly the same. They just take the paint straight off. So I only nip them up so they're just tight enough. If you have a Haynes manual, then they do have a torque setting. However, I don't actually know anyone that actually uses torque drivers. So your pillion seat, making sure you put it back on properly, you have to sit it completely in front of where it's supposed to sit and slide it back. It has a guide at the front and it has guides at the back. So if you don't push it full upright, then it doesn't sit on its thing properly and you can't get the bolt back in. That there is where the bolt goes. So going back to where you know it is. I can't reach, so I have to put it on the end of my driver to get it in. Do that up, making sure your drill bit's still on the end, because you don't want to be leaving that in there. And then your rider's seat goes straight back on. Sorry for the state of the bike. I went for my first proper ride today, and they've been salt gritting the road, so it's in a mess. Anyway, that's your tutorial for taking the tail off. I hope it helps. Cheers.